Welcome everyone to the show. My name is Brian Bacchus.
I'm Jamal Smith, and
I'm getting ready to sneeze, so I'll tell my name. But that's why I'm holding my nose like this. 'Cause
And that's
sorry.
Anthony's Reigns. I'm the third party.
I was like, this is not getting ready to happen, right? When
oh, you gotta
Yeah,
love
my name
it.
is Al. Yeah, that's my name. Don't wear it out.
Oh my
my
lord!
Stop playing with me.
this morning, I'm Toni Daily Rain. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I literally started doing this, Jamal. I was like, oh my God, this
I
is not
saw it.
happening. This is
She
not
got the
happening.
last of the remnants.
Oh
But
man.
the
I
way
was
that
like,
you stopped it, you stopped it like they used to do in the movies.
yeah, because
Somebody's
I'm
about to
like,
sneeze, like, and they put the finger on
don't
the
do
nose
it.
like that. Stop. Like, shh, shh,
Right,
shh.
because all I could do is feel it coming. I was like, oh,
And I'm gonna
don't,
tell you
don't.
that don't work at all for me. If a sneeze is
Man,
coming, it's coming. Ain't no stopping it.
it did
I
that
can't do it.
time. But
Yeah, I
I
don't
was
know how that worked.
oh, am I going to have to say my name and sneeze? And anywho, happy Friday, everyone. Good morning.
Yes, TJIF, episode 148. Hey, y'all, 2 more episodes to the end of this season. Can you believe it?
To the end of
We-
season 3, we're going into season 4, 50
Mhm.
more episodes.
Yesterday was the 7th month anniversary of the fires. Man, it's amazing what has transpired since then. I think we've come quite a ways. I know there's a lot of confusion, a lot of turmoil, a lot of pain, a lot of all that stuff, bunch of
Yeah.
emotions at the beginning of all this. And I feel through the interactions we've had with people on here and the conversations we've had out in with family and friends and other folks out there that people are kind of figuring what's going on. They're kind of processing what has happened and figuring out what the next step is. How you guys feel about that?
Absolutely. I think, and we talked about this a little bit yesterday, Jamal, because I was talking about that study that came out about the extra deaths that have been attributed to the Eden and Palisades fire, but also we spoke a little bit, about the impact on people's mental health. And I was saying, and this doesn't just have to do with the fires. When you go through anything in life, and we all go through ups and downs, trials, tribulations, all that, you have a choice. We each have a choice how long we're going to sit in it, and if we're going to allow it to make us depressed, give us anxiety, all that. Those things will come initially. But if you sit in it like that forever and wallow and just rehash it, because we see a lot of negativity, right? Of, oh, they're not waiving the permits. Oh, they're not. Well, now they are. So what's the next issue? Oh, now they're squatters. Oh, now that, there's always something that you can complain about and be negative about. Or you can say, hey, everything is clear now. And look, there are 10 plus homes going up. And people will be back in homes by Thanksgiving and by Christmas and all these other amazing things that are happening as far as the recovery goes. And for me personally, I choose to go the positive route and keep it positive because I want to be happy, right? I'd much rather have joy and happiness than constant fear and doubt and anger and anxiety and all of that. So, people tend to be keyboard warriors and want to have arguments and all that. And I'm not doing that. I'm going to stay positive about it. I'm going to keep this beautiful background behind me of what we've seen for so many years. When we look down the hill, even with the little bit of smog that we see in this image. But, excuse me, I'd much rather keep it joyful and positive and continue to show the signs of recovery in Altadena as we come back. Because we still got people saying, I just read some lady's post yesterday that some architect they got, if I could just take people by the shoulders and say, stop going only with these architects, right? But people have a right to do what they want. But so many that are not going with design build firms and only going with architects are coming back saying, the architect was holding my files hostage. He wanted me to sign an NDA because he took our money and hadn't given us anything for these 5 months. And when I said, I'm going to go on these Altadena pages and out you, all of a sudden he wants to work with me, not have me sign an NDA and give me my files. However, now I believe structural engineer or someone the engineer that they were working with that was referred by the architect is trying to do the same thing. And so she's getting ready to have to fight with that. And I'm like, so many people think they can only deal with the architect. And 6 months later, these architects have produced nothing, have not gotten any permits, and still you have to find a builder, right? And so I think that it's sad that kind of stuff is still happening, but I'm super happy to see that those that are breaking ground, those that are, almost finished building are, and that the community knows, people are coming back. So that's my take on it, Jamal.
Yeah. B? He's like, what? I've been sharing.
He's lost. He's like, I forgot the question he asked.
No, I feel the same way. I just love going up there and see new builds happening. I tend to kind of stay away from the negative people because I tend to have a tendency to go off on stuff that's not factual.
Yeah, you?
So, no, not me. The alter ego, busy bee.
Jamal talking about you. It's so funny how the three of us are so different, but we get along great. But I can be very aggressive. And I know who I am, so I
that's for sure.
Right, and I agree. Right, I would never disagree because I can be, but but Jamal's always mellow. Now let me tell you something though. People like Jamal, like my son and some other men I know that are always mellow, low key, this and that. When they snap, baby, it's like World War X done broke out. So please don't mess with these gentle souls, whether they're gentle giants or whatever, because they just even kill mellow. Where me, I wear my, emotions on my sleeve. I'm going to just say whatever. I'm going to check you, whatever. I'm learning. I'm getting better, not going off right immediately. And then there's B. B will let it go for so long, and then he's just going to light you up. And and I be laughing.
Well, the messed up part is you don't expect it from me because I'm always jovial and happy and
and a jokester. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but the minute you start doing some shit, some stuff my logical side of my brain hits, then I'm gonna be looking at you with another look on my face going.
Thank you, Marcus. It is. I don't look at my aggressiveness as
No, we laugh because we not getting the brunt of it. That's why we don't care. I want to be behind you and in front of you getting it. I'm telling you that right now.
But at the same time, we recognize from where it's coming from, right?
No.
So even though I have a different approach, I totally get when Brian and Toni go off. My mentality, because I know where they're coming from. They really care about Pasadena, Altadena. They really want to, folks to be able to recover and, not be taken advantage of. My vantage point, I totally agree. I try to see why people are doing what they're doing first before I, because it's, some of the topics are just like, well, so-and-so just wanted to do that because that's similar to what Toni said earlier. Hey, people can make whatever decision they want to. Yep. However, they do have to deal with the repercussions. So one of the things we're trying to do, at least with sharing information about builders, for example, we're sharing the benefits of using a builder, design builder ideally, but at least a builder versus just an architect or just the individual components of the rebuild process. Because when you tie it all together, it just makes it a smoother transition. You're not going to have your stuff held hostage because you choose not to go with them or for whatever reason. At the same time, people still digest the info and they may or may not still make a choice that we might not agree with or think that it's in their best interest.
But it's their right. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right, Jamal. And you know what? I've learned so much from all these builders that we've had on here.
Oh, me too.
About being a one-stop shop versus, because really, I've met with personally some architects and talked to people. And as an architect, they can sketch or draw, whatever, right? Do all your house stuff, but then you got to find a builder.
Yep.
And you got to get an engineer. And so what we have collectively learned is these one-stop shops generally are a general contractor, builder, designer, have architect on staff, or that they partner with, have structural engineer on staff, or that they partner with. And so it makes it easier and makes it more seamless for that process to happen. That's the only, to me, advantage of going with, these one-stop shop, because we've had everybody, level 42, triplet construction,
Busy builders.
PCI, Hubi, Busy Build, Busy Build Code, and they're all like have shown us how their process is, but they all have someone on staff or whatever, or that they partner with to do this, and it really
regularly
makes it seamless. Really helps make it seamless. So that's very beneficial. And so for today's, look, it seems like every day Toni talks. Today is Friday, and we're going to talk about weekend. But there is one big event that is happening in Altadena today, and we're just going to, it will probably be part of Jamal's announcements, but we're going to talk about it a little bit now because Brian and I had some interactions with people yesterday regarding this. So Pasadena Black Pages, which is Dennis Haywood, posted something on social media yesterday that Tiffany Haddish is going to be at Super King, I almost said grocery outlet, Super King Market in Altadena today from 12 to 4 p.m. And so me and Brian, and if Jamal were on, he would have done the same thing. But, Brian and I are some investigators. We're like real-time fact checkers because we want to make sure, and have been from the beginning, making sure that we provide as accurate as information as we can get, right? And so we always double check, we call people, all of this. So I started looking on social media. I didn't see anything on Tiffany Haddish's social medias like Facebook or IG. Brian checked, he didn't. We even went to this diasporagroceries.org, I believe it is, her organization, or an organization she works with.
They didn't have anything.
They didn't have anything on their site. And so we were like, uh-oh. So then we got in contact with Super King, and Raphael, the manager, was like, we don't know anything about it. And corporate said they don't know anything about it. So Brian posted something in response. I posted something in response. And then later, Jamal saw this come out. And apparently on her social, Tiffany said, tomorrow I will be at a grocery store in Altadena.
Yeah, she didn't name it.
We've got 2. No, actually we have 3. We have Stater Brothers on the east side, but we have Super King and that's
not Altadena, that's Pasadena. That's by Washington and Allen.
It is, it's down. That's below Woodbury, so that is Pasadena. Okay, so we've got Super King on Lincoln and Woodbury and Grocery Outlet on Lake. So while we were in the green room right before the show, Jamal said, I made this flyer, so do we know that this is for real legit? So Brian was like, hold up. So he called not Grocery Outlet, Lord, Super King. And on speakerphone, the lady who answered the phone said, yes, this is happening today from 12 to 4 p.m. So we have verified now that it is happening, because yesterday nobody knew about it, including Super King. And so I'm thankful, number one, that it's happening. Number 2, that her people have contacted them to say, we're planning on being there tomorrow. And if I'm not mistaken, Brian, when you had it on speaker, the lady said all groceries today are paid for, are free. So
from 12
to 4.
From 12 to 4. So anyone that absolutely in the Altadena, Pasadena community who was displaced by this fire, who lost everything, please go and get your groceries. Take a cart or 2, whatever you need. Know, though, that the Super King parking lot is small and tight.
I'm sure that line has been long since 8
It's going to be crazy.
And it wouldn't matter what size that parking lot was.
Right.
Given what's going to happen, it would be packed.
Yeah.
People got wagons.
It's going to be nonsense. Brian and Brandon apparently are going. They're gluttons for
we got to bring it to you. We're not getting these groceries, so we don't need to wait in line, but we will be walking right in.
Brian will walk in the parking lot for certain. I don't know if he'll be able to get in the store saying,
I'm getting in. I'm filming. I'm not buying anything.
Right. But the fact is, they're gluttons for punishment. They're going to go handle it. Thank you very much. Because I don't do crowds like that. I would not be anywhere near that area. But it is there right above the 24-hour fitness on Woodbury and Lincoln. Super King. Thank you, Tiffany Haddish and Diaspora Groceries and whoever else is sponsoring or helping with this.
And let's thank Black Pages for, breaking news.
That's why I said that first. Thank you, Dennis Haywood and Pasadena Black Pages, because he got the info. He posted it. Again, I didn't come at him. I said, I hope this is legit, but.
Well, you know what I said? I said, is this information real? Because I got to ask. And
yeah, because we got to know.
He responded, really? I'm like, yeah, really. It just pops up out of nowhere. No other outlet has it, blah, blah, blah. Then all of a sudden, everybody's posting it. And I had to call the grocery store this morning to find out, because if everybody was posting it and it wasn't real, we want to be the first ones to tell you that we didn't have anything to do with it.
Well, we weren't going to announce it if it wasn't legit. That's the biggest thing. And because Jamal also saw something she mentioned on her socials and had that, he said, I have it ready, right? And so we try and have since day one to bring accurate information. So we're going to check. And so now, yes, it is legitimate. It will be there between 12 and 4 today. I really hope that people from the area are the ones that go and get this. Not everybody that sees it on social media shows up, because as you know, Jamal, as we all know, when, who was it? World Central Kitchen was all over the place feeding, and all those other food trucks. There were people from everywhere showing up with these cooler type bags to get meals and take back to whatever community. So I don't know if they're the admission process will be verifying IDs, right? That
everything I saw indicated it's open to whoever wants to come.
And that's what happens. The lady on the phone said everything is free. She didn't say there was no link to sign up. There was no registration. It's going to be a madhouse.
Pasadena resident, we're impacted by the fires. Please go early, get in line, and get what you need before all the others from all the other communities come and just get it because it's free groceries.
More importantly, if
I don't need free
groceries.
Not that I don't, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to drive there just to get free groceries, knowing that if my mother and my sister said, look, we want to participate, we want to have it, but I don't want to go and do that. If I had to take my butt and stand in that line for them to get it, I would. Yeah, but I know that they're not going to do that.
Yeah, but I know they're not going to be a wreck.
It's going to be a hot mess. But anyway,
ideally,
people just going to be throwing stuff in their thing. I'm getting all the meat.
Hey, ideally, if you do not need the groceries, stay away.
Exactly.
Okay? Leave it for the people who actually need it.
They're not listening.
Somebody's going to. We can't just assume that everybody's not. For those that will, thank you. Those that don't,
I'm gonna go there the next day and get the discount groceries that got damaged. Right? People trying to throw stuff all in there.
So dumb.
Watch, I'm gonna be there tomorrow. Hi, I'm in the free grocery outlet store, but I'm buying all the discounted items because people just threw meat on the floor and
So that is one of the things we wanted to talk about, but we're going to let Jamal segue to the announcement.
You don't want to do it again, Toni?
Huh? I can
you don't want to do it again?
Yeah, bring him up. I'll do him. Hey! Because I had fun with him yesterday. So, let's do it.
All right. Now, I'm going to definitely knock these
out. Y'all should just do each one like a separate one. Actually, we should all do one. We'll take each one.
Lord. So we'll do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Let's do that. We'll do round robin of the announcement.
So Jamal, you first, then Toni, then me.
Okay.
Oh wow.
By
Right.
slide.
Let's do it. In fact, keep us on the screen. Keep us on the screen.
Yeah, Jamal said, "Oh wow."
Yeah, let's do it.
But
Let's try something new.
I'm gonna switch something. I'm gonna go to
Make us
this
little
view.
on the
With us.
side.
No, I'm not gonna go that side. Hold on, I'm gonna go
The
to
other
this
side.
side.
There you go.
Yeah, I'll do it that way.
Stop being
All right,
diabolical, Brian.
here we go. All right, this is what y'all wanted. Here we go.
Let's go.
All right, today we're going to talk about the Altadena Community Center, which is serving as the survivor support location. It's located at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena. You can actually go up there Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And some of the services which will be up there would be SBA, DCBA, Treasurer and Tax Collector, and the Assessor's Office. If you want a listing of all the actual services there, you can go to dcba.lacounty.gov/Altadena-centers or scan the QR code. One thing to note is FEMA's not going to be there. Their last day was the 31st of July. However, if you do still need information from them, you can go to disasterassistance.gov. And lastly, if you would like to make a phone call to these folks, you can reach out to 626-398-6174.
Now, are you doing this because it's still part of that, or does it go to me?
I can. Yeah, no problem.
It was part of that, I think. Go ahead.
Okay. So then next we have the LA County One-Stop Permit Center, located at 464 West Woodbury Road, Suite 210. The walk-in hours are Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4:30. If you want to actually have a rebuild consultation with yourself or a small group, they do have appointments on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 8:30 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. or Saturdays from 8 a.m. to noon. You could also set up an appointment with the Southern California Edison Planner. Those are only available Mondays and Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to noon. And if you do want to set up an appointment, you do have to go to the website recovery.laccounty.gov/rebuilding/1-stop-permit-centers.
See, yesterday I was like, y'all see the link or just go to recovery.laccounty.gov and find it.
Well, that's what I was telling you before when we started adding this. So now I have the slideshow on my other screen. So that's why you see me turn my head. Usually I'm not on the screen, so you can't tell.
Brian, I was going to say, Brian, are you mimicking Stevie Wonder or your own father?
Both.
You probably look like your dad.
Both,
right.
Yeah. I've been all over.
I will take the fee waivers and refunds slide again.
So there's three of these.
LA County is waiving and refunding permit fees for homeowners rebuilding after the Eaton and Palisades fires. Homeowners who have already paid their fees will be refunded. Homeowners who have not yet paid their fees will have their fees waived. You do have to apply for the fee waiver, though. So to qualify, you must demonstrate that you both owned and resided in your home on that property on January 7th, 2025. And then the second page of that slide talks about what projects are eligible, which is a replacement single-family home destroyed by either the Eaton or Palisades fires. It does include garages, ADUs, pools, and other little structures or whatever was on your property. Standalone ADUs for temporary occupancy during rebuilding, like we were talking about the Boxable, how they can move that there temporarily until you build. That's also eligible under that waiver. But what is not eligible are commercial properties. So if you owned a commercial building and it burned down, you can't get a fee waiver for that. You're going to pay all the fees. Rental units. So if you have your main property on one side of Altadena or on one street, and then you had a rental or two on in other areas, the rental units will not be covered. Multifamily or temporary housing projects, and properties not damaged by the fire. So when I think they say temporary housing projects, that's all obviously not going to be a temporary ADU or Boxable or something like that, but some other type of temporary. And then if your house was heavily smoke damaged, but not totally, gone, that will not be done either. You won't be waived for those fees either. You just got to pay whatever the permits are and do your thing. Or if you're trying to build a new, property, like you buy one of those lots and want to build a new house, those fees are not waived either. And how to fill it out. There's a few ways. You can scan this here QR code that's on the screen to fill out the application. You can visit that recovery.la.gov and find the fee waiver there to, excuse me, to apply for it. And then you could do one of two things with it. You can either go and submit it in person, or you can submit via email to recovery@planning.lacounty.gov. So one form is all you need. This waiver will cover everything: permitting, planning, plan check, whatever, because there's a bunch of different departments, water, all this. It will cover all of the departments. You do not have to submit separate forms to multiple agencies and do it multiple times. So please, if you are planning on coming back home and rebuilding, submit your application for your fee waiver. If you've already paid your fees, still submit. They will refund them to you.
Real quick question, Toni. I would think a lot of people who are doing their own rebuilding would be doing this, but if they're working with an actual builder, design builder, would they take care of that for them, or does the owner still has to do that on their own?
The owner has to do it because you have to prove that you owned it and lived there. A builder, an architect, or whoever is not going to have that. Only you will have it. And my understanding is you, as the property homeowner, have to submit the form.
Perfect.
Yep. Oops. And so are we now segueing to this dude below me with the shades? Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show. Glad you're here.
Tony's favorite.
I had to come up in here and tell y'all what's going on. So today we're doing the California Mortgage Fund. And if you've been displaced from your home by a California disaster,
I'm going to need Ryan to come back for this, okay?
Get relief from mortgage payments. From the state's California Mortgage Fund, there are 3 months of mortgage payments up to a maximum of $20,000. You can apply today. Funds are limited. Funds never have to be repaid, and it's free to apply. Grants paid directly to your mortgage servicer, so you never touch the money, so you don't have to worry about it getting late to the mortgage money. Grants will be awarded to eligible applicants as long as funds are available. And you may be eligible if your primary residence was destroyed or is uninhabitable due to a qualified disaster from January 1st, 2023, all the way to January 8th, 2025. So if you were in a fire or something before, this can still help you. Own and occupy a home with up to 4 units on the property and meet program income limits. So for LA, it's $140,000, I think is max that you can do it. And if you want to get participate in this, you need to prepare your mortgage statements, your bank statements, utility bill, homeowner's insurance, and proof of income. And that ends my segment of the announcements.
You got to talk about how do they apply.
Oh, well, where's that at?
Top.
Oh, see, I don't read these that often.
And you got another slide after this, too.
Oh my goodness. I'm getting so much more today. It's amazing. So you apply by going to californiamortgagefund.org, and you can call the help number, which is 1-800-501-0019, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. And also, California Mortgage Fund has an in-person application help module from 9 to 5. It's closed on the weekends and holidays. And that's sponsored by NHS, and you can go to Los Angeles to do it, or we mainly focus on Altadena. So the Altadena Community Center at 730 East Altadena Drive in Altadena is where you would appear to get help.
Perfect.
But like I said yesterday, I almost didn't say LA, but I know a lot of people that temporarily are in LA. So if
it's been my mistake.
Go to that one. They can go to that one on Sawtelle.
Yeah.
Well, I mentioned LA, but
not entering it. No, I'm glad you did, B. I'm going to start saying those when I read that slide in the round robin.
The round robin.
Keep going to my other screen. All right, so the next installment of the Altadena community meeting will be this coming up Monday, the 11th of August. They're always from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Now, if you do want to submit questions, you have until Sunday, the 10th at 1 p.m., in which case you can scan the QR code, or you can go to bit.ly/, in all caps, ACM for Altadena Community Meeting, followed by 081125 for August 11th, 25. You would actually be able to view this on the YouTube channel. So it's youtube.com at County of Los Angeles Newsroom. Now, the cool thing, though, too, is if you actually attend and didn't submit a question beforehand, you will have the ability to type in a question in the chat, and no guarantee, but they will probably read your question in the chat, because believe it or not a whole lot of people actually attend this event live. The few times I have, the question I asked was actually read, so it was I was able to get that taken care of.
Awesome sauce.
And this next one falls back to what you just talked about. So we can actually just make the announcement this time. So it's on Toni.
So again, the free groceries today at Super King Market, which is at 2260 North Lincoln Avenue at Lincoln and Woodbury, just north of the 24-Hour Fitness that's on the corner. But Tiffany Haddish is covering groceries for the community impacted by the Eaton fire today from noon to 4 p.m. So again, if you've been impacted by the fire, please show up and get groceries during that time. All of them, whoever does the shopping, it will be at no cost to you.
Woo woo.
You better have somebody standing up there right now holding you a spot, because that line's going to be around the corner.
Because it's already 10:42. I'm sure it's already around the corner.
Okay, so the Project Passion is putting on every Monday Freedom Shop for Eaton Fire survivors by appointment only, starting August 4th, 2025, 11 to 4 at the Harambe Freedom Store, 1609 Navarro Avenue in Pasadena. Items vary from toiletries, home essentials, and more. Book your appointment using the QR code or go to tinyurl.com/Harambe Freedom Store.
There you go. And then LA Fire Justice actually has their Rebuilding 101 ongoing workshop series designed to provide a roadmap and answer your questions about the rebuilding process. The most recent one was on Tuesday, talking about permits, plans, and property lines. The next one will be next Tuesday, August 12th, where they will be discussing money talks, followed up by the 19th of August, where Building Smart will be discussed. And then the 26th of August, the contractor conundrum will be discussed. These will all be taking place at LA Fire Justice Office at 221 East Walnut Street, Suite 100 in Pasadena. Opening remarks begin at 6:30. Guest speakers will begin at 6:45, and this will be followed by Q&A at 7:30, and refreshments will be provided. If you do have questions, you can call 626-684-3315.
And then the Paseo and Soul to Soul Solutions, in association with Jazzy Jam for Empowerment, as we know, has already had 2, but they present again the Jazz at the Paseo Summer Series. There are 2 additional ones happening August 28th and September 25th. And so the first one in June I went to was fabulous. The second one on the 31st was last week. I didn't go because I was sick after coming back from my trip, but it is my goal and intent to be August 28th and September 25th. It's from 6:30 to 9 p.m. in the courtyard area of the Paseo on Colorado, or sandwiched in between Green and Colorado. Advance RSVP is encouraged, not necessary, but it's encouraged because that really helps with knowing how many seats need to be put out.
I'll find a way. I'll get something that shows how to do that, because there's no QR code on the.
The QR code. Yeah, I'll ask Jackie for it. I'll text her in a bit and ask her for it. But we'll have that on definitely for you all next week. But definitely go to that. If you don't RSVP, just take one of your own, those foldable chairs that you can carry over your shoulder, just in case. Because once they run out of the seats that people have RSVP'd for, you can sit wherever and just use your own chair. So really, really nice. And especially right now when we're in the 90s, upper 90s, by the evening, it's very nice to be out there. So wear your Skin So Soft or get that lemongrass stuff at Trader Joe's to keep
Oh,
the
they got the
bugs,
skeeters out there.
skeeters off of you, whatever, anywhere, so do that. But I mix Skin So Soft in my lotion, so I never have skeeters on me because they used to eat me alive because I'm O negative. So they love my blood. But yeah, so hopefully many people will show up, will RSVP, and will show up on August 28th at the Paseo for jazz.
Nice.
And today, for ages 0, which I don't think your kid's eating food until 2, but 0 to 18, free lunch at the library, Monday through Friday, June 9th through August 15th, which next Friday will be the last day. So make sure you get your kids up there to get some nourishment.
Did you say kids don't eat food until they 2?
Well, not
They're usually
from the free lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'll put it this way. I'm not bringing my kid to the free lunch when
at 0.
He need to be eating Gerbers right now. Unless they got some Gerbers there, then hey, that might be a thing.
Maybe they have formula up there.
I'm going to go
the
out
0
and find out. You got any baby formula for the 0-year-olds? I'm asking him about that. Anyway, 11:30 to 1:30, Jefferson Branch and Villa Park Branch. Healthy meals for children's ages 0 to 18. No registration required. This is sponsored by the Pasadena Public Library, the lunch at the library, and California State Library affiliates.
Nice.
And this ends next Friday, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, next Friday. No more free lunch.
The main library ended last week.
Well, school will be back in by then. They'll be getting the lunch at school.
Yep.
Oh, but that means more traffic on the road when school's back.
Oh, God.
That's only in the mornings and in the evenings.
Yes.
The middle of the day is going to be nice.
Yeah, that's true.
It will be nice. So we do have the LA truck. The laundry truck LA.com actually, again, has these services available. The next 2 will be this weekend. First one is Saturday at the South Pasadena San Marino YMCA, located at 1605 Garfield Avenue in South Pass. And then the next one will be Sunday at First AME Church at 1700 North Raymond Avenue in Pasadena. Now, the drop-off hours are from 9 a.m. to 11 p.m. And what they'll do for you after you drop off your laundry is they'll wash it, dry it, and fold it within a couple hours. So when you pick it up, everything is done for you. It's a great service they're providing, and we're glad to be able to provide the information for you.
Oh, I wish I could use them. So the Free Farmers Market, there is a schedule change. They said that y'all asked and they listened, but now it's on Friday, so this will happen tonight from 5 to 6:30 p.m. or until all the food and veggies and all that are gone. So if it's from 5 to 6, so this is another place you can go and get some things at the farmers market. So you might be up at Super King until 4 and then head over here to 3541
Brandon
Street in Pasadena. Brandon. Where's Brandon?
Right here. Brandon, come here real quick.
Brandon.
Come in so we can bring you in so we can, every time we say Brandon.
You say Brandon, he can slide in. Like, you know how I be sliding in and out.
Make sure you turn your camera on, man.
There's Brandon.
There's Brandon doing the backyard boogie.
He's like, and I'm out.
Right. You don't like the camera at all.
Like I said, deuces, and I'm out. Bye. It's on you, B.
At Concerts in the Park, live music from Y2K2K. Y2K2K. Saturday, August 9th, Victory Park, 69. Be there. Sponsored by Pasadena Recreation Parks After Dark. I get the easy ones.
Thank goodness.
And so the 28th annual concert series put on by the Rotary Club of Altadena in cooperation with LA County Parks and Rec has their last of the concerts in the park in this series coming up this Saturday, August 9th, where Upstream will be performing. For those that don't know, this is a very good reggae band. I've been listening to them for decades, honestly, around the Pasadena area. This is going to be at Loma Alta Park. For those who don't know the address, 3330 North Lincoln Avenue. It is a free event that begins at 7 p.m. So hopefully you get a chance to check that out to listen to some nice reggae music on Saturday.
And the Darden Leadership and Career Academy, in conjunction with Simply Divine Academy, present the 5th annual Back to School giveaway. There's lots of sponsors for this. You guys can see them. Give you a minute to look at them. I'm not reading them all like I did yesterday. However, there will be community resources and there will be free haircuts. So what you need to do, it's on 2 Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. There will be backpacks and school supplies given away also, but you must register, and only for one day. Don't think you're going to be slick and register for the one in Monrovia this Saturday, and then the following Saturday on the 16th, register for Altadena. So there are QR codes on each side of the screen. The one on the left is for August 9th for Monrovia, which will be at 301 West Huntington Drive in Monrovia. The one on the right is for Saturday, August 16th, which will be at 421 East Woodbury Road. So that's the other QR code. So one only, but go get your backpacks and school supplies, haircuts, or whatever you need, or additional community resources at the Darden Leadership and Career Academy and Simply Divine Academy's 5th annual Back to School giveaway.
Very nice. And this is the last slide.
Oh, it's me on me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Say the Town chapter presents Cues in the Grass, a live jazz concert experience in the park featuring the John Tirabasso Youth Jazz Ensemble and the Michael Higgins Band. Our platinum sponsors are Williams Rebuild and Hope Now CRC. The date is Sunday, August 10th. That's this Sunday. And from 4 to 10, tickets are $30. It's for a good cause. Contact 626-394-9795 or hit the QR code at Memorial Park, 85 East Holly Street in Pasadena, 91103. Y'all come and see us now, you hear?
I think you're not going to be doing too many more announcements, okay?
He just can't help using a voice.
Exactly.
You gotta be a character.
I just can't.
Hey, you know what? That actually went pretty cool. That actually went very, very, very well. That was nice.
A round table, yes.
Yeah. And
And then your tongue doesn't get tied either.
Yeah, Esther made the comment that they're so good. I believe she's referring to Upstream. So she says that's where the party's at. Oops.
I may have to. There are party people like me. Hey, Esther Lopez Ruiz.
Yeah, so
Esther be getting her groove on.
Yeah, when they used to play every Thursday under Domenico's in Altadena. In Pasadena. And I used to DJ with DJ Killer B, who would spin in between their sets. So that's I've been listening to them since, like I said, like the late 90s until now. Nice. So yeah, very, very, very good group.
You're gonna go?
Maybe I might. I always got to evaluate to see what the family is doing.
That's what I was going to say, because you might be on a volleyball trip, tournament, something where your wife might have plans or whatever. So
here's the thing right now with volleyball. So the little one made the JV squad at Arcadia at the high school.
Nice.
But she also made the travel squad for her club team, which doesn't begin until after the regular season. So that doesn't get crazy until probably like around October for me, because then there'll be almost tournaments every single weekend. Plus, on the travel squad, there's 4 out-of-state tournaments. So be on the lookout for some fundraising information coming your guys' way to assist in offsetting some of the costs. But the other daughter is heavy into theater, so like I said, who knows what's going to happen? I got to check with my children and the wife. But I wouldn't mind being up there on Saturday.
Home, right?
Oh yeah, I'm the only testosterone in this house, including the dog. I'm around nothing but females. That's pretty much how it's been my whole life. It's funny. That's pretty much how it's always been. Because my mom, whenever I would hang out outside the house, is always with her sisters. Because my one uncle on her side, her brother was in the Navy for early on in my life. So I've always been around females. I'm used to it. I just walk outside, smoke a cigar, or go someplace else to get my me time.
Yep, enjoy yourself.
It is all good. But yeah, if you get a chance, check out Upstream. They're really good.
I may just do that tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
depending on what the particles in the air are like.
Oh, that's true. Oh yeah, so
that's why I keep doing the coughing and wheezing and all that. I'm just like,
wheezy.
So to that point, for those who are unaware, there's the Canyon Fire up by Piru Lake in Ventura County. It is yesterday when I was watching it. At one point in the early afternoon, it was 1,000 acres. By the evening, it was 1,500. I woke up today and it was just under 5,000 acres, and it's 0% contained.
Yeah.
So, a little bit of PTSD, I'm sure, for folks. I smell the smoke and kind of freak out. I mean, and I didn't even have the house burned down, but knowing how all you all have been affected is just, it's kind of devastating. But it definitely brings back kind of crazy memories. So if nobody knows someone in the area, have them on high alert. They got areas that are, definitely
evacuating.
Yeah, evacuating or on alert.
Right.
In fact, let me try to bring this.
And if you are someone that deals with bad allergies or has asthma or any other respiratory issues, need breathing machines or whatever, please stay in the house. If you go out, wear a mask. I'm in the house, but if I go out today, I will be taking my N95 because you guys have heard me coughing all week. I'm wheezing now a little bit and I took a treatment last night. I got my nebulizer out and my solution because it's not fun. It's not nice. I started taking my mullein, putting it in my water and my tea and everything because I'm like, I cannot be having an asthma attack or any other things with this, bad weather. And if you were affected because you were evacuated or lost your home in the Eden fire or Palisades, if you're watching, don't watch the news. Brian actually lives right out there by it. And when I saw it, I called him. I sent him the link and called him like, bro, you may have to evacuate again. Please be careful, be safe, watch what's going on. And so I've been thinking about him all night, praying for him because I know that's major PTSD for him, that even if he has to evacuate yet again, then, worried about that home that he lives in now. So
if you zoom in on that map, Jamal.
Yeah, and for those who don't know, this is watchduty.org app, and this is actually really good for you to be able to see what's going on. But the cool thing is it's 25% contained now. Earlier this morning, about 7, it was still 0.
So how move that map over to the left.
Yeah, to the left.
So you right there. So you.
Oops, sorry.
Right. Keep going. Right there. So you see where it says SCL Decoral?
Mm-hmm.
Right here.
That's where I live. So you see how close it is? They're already, everybody in pink is evacuating. Everybody in yellow is preparing in case something happens. So we're kind of not in the zone yet.
Level
but who's to say what's going to happen in about 2 days?
Well, prayerfully, it will be contained more and more. Because I know the winds are dying down a little. I also know our temperature yesterday was 100, 101. Today is supposed to be 96, and we're on a cooling trend. And they're putting every possible resource they have. My brother, who you know is the chief for CAL FIRE, he's up here working out of their Monrovia office, and he's been staying with my parents at their place all for the last 3 or whatever days. And I know he's, I believe, working on this fire because he works at a Riverside office or whatever, lives down near San Diego. But they're putting all the resources on it. They do not want this to continue to grow. They're bringing in the super scoopers and all of that. And I'm thankful for that because we're in our dry season, in our fire season, and we just cannot have yet another devastating fire here in SoCal. We're already, strapped and tapped out and people dealing with PTSD. So, Brian, keep being safe and, at your household. And we're definitely got you in our thoughts and prayers for sure, that it does not even get close.
Well, what's beautiful is that Castaic Lake is literally right there. So the scoopers will have endless supply of water. Once they get to the point where they can start containment, because he said it was 0% contained.
They're at 25%.
25 now.
So they probably have been using the Castaic Lake water. Because we just had a fire up there about a month ago.
Yeah.
That was up in Castaic, though. And you remember a week after I moved up there after this fire, there was a fire.
Another fire, yeah.
I was like, oh my God, I had to go back and evacuate the dog.
Hey, but for folks who aren't using this,
Piru, and Lake Piru has a lot of water too. The only thing that happens with these fires is once the sun sets, they cannot put the super scooper or the helicopters down to get the water because it's too dangerous. And so a lot of times these fires kick up at night because they only have ground crews on them. And then once the sun starts to rise again, they can really attack it because now they can go back up in the air. So hopefully today it gets to a lot more containment than that 25. That's my hope and prayer for certain.
Absolutely. And for those who are not using this app, I suggest that you just download it. It's free. There is a paid service where you'll get extra, services. But if you just do the free version, this is what I have. And this is, I just went to the website and showed this. So you can actually just click on a fire because it'll show everything in the area. Like if you zoom out, if there are other fires, like Burbank fire, if you click on that, it'll have other information.
A Burbank fire?
Well, it's called the Burbank fire, but it's small. It's super small, but it'll show everything that's burning in the state. Like if you go up, here, this is actually in San Luis Obispo County, so it'll show everything.
That's the big one up in SLO that we were first getting these nasty particles from, but now Lake Piru has this one. Watch Duty and the Cal Fire, but they work together and they feed, the information so people can look. But you're right. Every single fire, where it's located, how big or small, whatever in the state is on this Watch Duty app. And it's an extremely valuable resource.
Yep. All right.
Well, we're just under an hour, which is great because Jamal has some things to do and we kept it short and sweet today.
Because we're going up there to get in the fray of the giveaway.
You and Brandon are.
Yes, we are. With the Rolling Reporters, through rain, sleet, or snow, we bring you the facts and only the facts.
Yeah, I'm about to register my freshman today.
Oh, you got to go and do that back up at the school. So tell them about your experience real quick in a quick minute or two. Yesterday, being a parent volunteer who was helping people with registration.
So just like Toni said, yesterday I was a volunteer that helped with the kids do registration. I was actually posted in the library. My job was, so what happened in the library is the kids took their pictures. They got their pictures. They then got their textbooks. So my job was, once they took the pictures, someone would scan the picture and then got their schedule. And they put the picture along with the schedule. I took the picture with the schedule and the kids were waiting for it. I just went and just called out their names and was handing it to them. Now, I literally was going from the printer to maybe where the seating area was, maybe 10 yards away. Now, by the end of the day, I had 9,700 steps. So I was zooming back and forth. And I actually had a really good time. I got to give my daughter her ID, and I gave probably like about a dozen or a half dozen of her friends their IDs as well, and they were geeked out and seeing me, and I was happy to see them too. It was really cool, and I think we did over 1,000 students yesterday, and it was fun. Today I'm not volunteering, I'm just simply taking my freshman daughter. Now, had I known, she could have registered yesterday too. They do siblings whenever, but I'm just dropping her off. It only takes a few minutes, so it should be good.
Nice.
So it was fun. I met some cool people too.
I'm so thankful I no longer have to do that. But obviously, having had 4 children, I did it a lot. I volunteered a lot. And I know what those registration days are like. They can be fun, but they can be daunting and exhausting. So I'm glad you had fun. And I'm glad you get to just do the drop today. And happy school time next week. I'm so glad I'm
Tuesday.
Back to school night. None of that stuff no more.
Yeah, they start Tuesday. It's ridiculous. She has orientation on Monday, and her sister is part of the crew. It's called Link Crew that does the orientation for the kids. I was hoping her sister got her in her group, but I think they deliberately didn't have her in there. But she'll have some fun. And, having made the volleyball team already, she already knows quite a few people, plus a lot of Naima's friends too, her older sister. So All right.
And a good and successful school year. Lots of prayers will be going out from me next week for all these students that are going to school, that they're safety and they're protected and healthy, and even for the parents, because that can sometimes bring anxiety, or just having to like get up in the morning, oh, I got to get you to school and all that kind of stuff. So back to another healthy, happy, safe school year to all the parents and students out there. And I hope all the kids put in 1,000% effort to do their very best.
Thank you. Shout out to Clarence Washington. What up, family?
Hey, y'all.
And he goes, look at Jamal trying to be a proud parent. you know how it goes.
Just because you've been the alderman for your town of Virginia for 30 years over there.
Yeah, looking like.
Oh wow, yeah.
Jefferson. Come on now.
We call him. Okay, so the inside joke is, so Rick is always, he never really dressed up like that. Now he's got to wear a suit, so we always call him Alderman Davis from Good Times. Because he's always looking all serious, right? But then when he get on the phone with us, he go back to his same, self. So we always tease him.
We'll have fun today, Jamal. I know you got to jump.
Okay, thank you. Definitely
and
will.
We will say what we do. Have fun over there, Brandon and Busy, because that's what I will not be doing. So, toodles, y'all.
Brandon.
Yeah, we say peace. Y'all have a good Friday and weekend.
Let me turn down my volume.
I ain't finished yet because I'm trying to put up all these comments. I like to acknowledge the folks. So, shout outs to David Moses, T.O.,
Tanya,
all that, Williams.
So many people joined today. JoJo, Drosana. Thank you all.
Look, you should see me over here. I'm over here copy paste. Copy paste. Move.
I'm gonna do a teaser real quick. Next week, for those that don't know, we've got a power-packed week next week of guests. On Tuesday, Jennifer Gray Thompson from After the Fires will be my guest on Toni Talks. On Thursday on Toni Talks will be Kendra Mays from Kendra Custom Home, or Kendra Mays Designs. Mm-hmm. She's going to show some photos, maybe some videos, but talk about groundbreaking and all the permits and some other exciting stuff that she's going to be doing with the county soon, that they asked her to host next month. And then on Friday, I'm going to be having our first attorneys on from the Wildfire Recovery Attorney Group. So Vaco and there's another one. Anyway, Santo are going to be here on next Friday. That following week, we will have Chris Holden on from LA Fire Justice, Janet from Fair Oaks Burgers. Since I've been back, and even last week when I wasn't really on the show again because I was not feeling well, I've been booking a lot of people. And so we're trying to bring you again the people you need to hear from and that can give you accurate information. So starting next week, we're back up robustly where we have a lot of people who will be on. So we're super excited. And I know we're going to be bringing Drosana and JoJo back on as well, because they were in Texas last week with Kendra and did learn some amazing things. But looking forward to all of our guests over the next month. Jamal's going to host Joe Bryant soon. So we've got a lot of people coming on in the next 3 weeks. So please tune in, get all the information that you need, and have a fabulous weekend. Stay hydrated, stay out this bad air, and take care of yourselves.
What she said.
You know what, Rick? Whatever, bro.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're about to see why I said that. Over there. You back to talking smack again, huh? Wait till we get you on the show and talk about your accomplishments, and then we cut you off like 8 million times like you do us.
He said Tony's so professional, how she link with you bozos. Toni can be a bozo, trust.
See, first off, it's called variety.
Hey, yes. Same thing should be said for us. We're so professional. How do we link up with you? Nothing.
Right.
Nah, you are boy. You are boy. You know that. You my brother, man. But yes, to all of y'all, fabulous weekend. and look forward to the next couple weeks. We are going to be providing that intel. And tell your friends. We want a lot of people joining if possible. Come on.
Yes,
Yeah.
please share as often as you can because, we don't probably have time for this, but the numbers are starting to look really great.
Let's look after them.
I'm deeply moved
numbers
by
Monday.
the numbers that have been coming through.
Let's
go over numbers Monday when we do the weekend recap. Only because
y'all didn't hear me. Y'all didn't hear me. I said I'm not.
No, I did.
But you don't hear me though.
We're agreeing.
But you don't hear me though.
Have a great weekend, y'all.
Have a lovely one. Peace.
Toodles.